Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Oh man, finally off work. Got one more day. Sweating heavy. That's what happens when you work. Now, in the news today, really wasn't much. Rappers shot him, got him. The one who got that, basically, the song was made famous, the little Junebug challenge, and it blew his song up even more. You know, he from the crib. I think he from Miami. But he's fighting for his life. He was shot 5 times. And this is the only time they want to talk about music or talk about hip hop is with negative. And this is the plan that they put together a long time ago, is to do this. You know, they haven't put nothing out talking about him ever since that song. You know, because they go get all these gangsters off the street to rap. And, you know, they too busy trying to still bang out here and sell dope. So it's going to be a lot of times where they're going to end up killing somebody. It's ridiculous. You know, music, they used to promote so much positivity when I was growing up in the 90s. You know, I was born mid-80s. So I grew up latter part of the 80s, mostly 90s. And then 2000s came. I was in adulthood. But I was just fortunate to be able to grow up in the 90s. You know, some people grew up in the 80s. And in the 90s, they were adults. But this is sad news because you have a #1 hit song, probably one of the top songs on Instagram, Twitter. They doing that little chance to it. Ride with some Lucy. Bitch, I got Lucy's. Go get a plug. That, you know, he just talking about drug dealing. And if you like that type of music, there's nothing wrong, but where's the real lyricism? They're not talking about some albums. Papoose has dropped an album each month. But nobody talking about that. We can't talk about Papoose. Papoose probably the greatest rapper, one of the greatest ever. Seriously. Papoose could have rapped in our era. Cassidy dropped a good album too. West Side, Benny just dropped another one. I'm gonna sit down and do a review to that album. Oh snap, I'm gonna take these shoes off. But I'm gonna do a review to that album because it's pretty good. Pirates Picasso. I still would take his earlier album this year over it still. When something meets something, I forgot the name of it. But West Side right now got the best album out of the clique. That album go hard. I'm sorry, y'all. Doing too much. But that album go hard. Now, oh snap. Oops, I almost fell, y'all. My bad. I messed my damn finger up. I almost fell because I'm so tired of my body. But we're gonna do a live stream tonight, y'all. And I'm going to live stream tomorrow when I get off of work for the remaining college games. I won't be able to catch the early part with you, but we can catch the latter games and then just talk football. Tonight we're going to talk about some games going on tomorrow and also Sunday, you know. Oh man, messed my finger up. But you know, we're gonna have some fun tonight. Shout out to Who Did It this time, man. Who Did It? I caught some of your videos today, big bro. Man, I be so busy, man. I just caught Jose some of his stuff, so I'm gonna try to catch up to all y'all stuff while I'm at work tomorrow. But go to Who Did It this time. It's Who Did It, like all one word and then a space, and then this time. And you'll find him. And then Seahawks Jose Rodriguez. Not no Jesus, but Jose Rodriguez. Oh, man. Yeah, Jose Rodriguez. Jose getting it done. Jose got all the women on his channel. He got all the women over there. I'm like, oh man, Jose channel is popping. You know, popping over there. Got all the fine ladies. I'm like, go ahead, Jose. No way, Jose. Like my boy T Hub, he's saying, no way, Jose. But that's sad news, man. They shot him, got popped like that, man. Like it's mind-boggling to me. It's mind-boggling to me. Out of the blue, they just talk about that. But you know, he probably still was in the hood, still trying to live thugged out, like most of them do. He has no direction. And then you know he bright as hell, so you can't miss him. And he got a big pine tree on his head. So you'll be able to spot where the hell he at. They called him, shot him, got him, but he the one who got shot. So we're gonna have prayers for him, man. Hope he pulls through. It's sad. This is the only time they talk about hip hop is unless something negative happens. They never talk about the positive. And that's planned. They don't want to talk about the positive. They want to keep talking about the negative. They want to still come out with these whack songs. You know, it is what it is. And then Lil Nas X basically came out and said, oh, I have a kid. He basically done had his kid. And I'm just sitting there like, dog. I was like, all right, whatever. He had a kid. And y'all motherfuckers let this shit go. Y'all don't say shit about this. Y'all cool with everything. Y'all cool with all this behavior and activity. So I'm like, that's y'all. I'm not cool with the shit. Because he's disrespecting the natural order of things. Because we know who kid it is. It's the devil's. He's the devil's kid. Remember, he was sliding all up and down the devil's lap. He done sold his soul and he's gone. So for you to make fun of a beautiful thing like pregnancy that a woman has to deal with, is downright disrespectful. It's not cool at all. And then the LBA media, the LeBrownies Basketball Association media, They're basically trying to say, well, the Nets would trade Kyrie for Ben Simmons. Why would Kyrie be traded to the damn Sixers? You just gave the Sixers a championship if Kyrie go, because Kyrie gonna be clutch. Joel Embiid ain't gotta do nothing. All he gotta do is just make sure Kyrie good, and then he play. But they're not getting rid of Kyrie. Kevin Durant already told them, look, because Sean Marks even said it, they're going to do the extension with Harden and Kyrie. If they don't get to keep Harden, they'll damn sure keep Kyrie. Kyrie's not going nowhere. As long as Kevin Durant's on the team and Kevin Durant's balling like Kevin Durant, Kyrie's staying. And this is nothing more than the LBA. They're doing this. They're the ones causing all this conflicting and misdirection type of news. They want to get rid of Kyrie so Brooklyn can lose, so LeBronies could get an easy ring. They're not worried about Milwaukee. They know they can beat Milwaukee. They know they're going to have a tough time with Brooklyn. And that's why they're trying to talk about this Kyrie being traded so they can mess their locker room up, but it's not going to work. Last year they tried to do the same thing, but it didn't work. Kyrie, Harden, and KD was tight. They weren't listening to the media because they know Kevin Durant has come to the conclusion. They're just not going to give us credit, so whatever. I'm going to stack the deck. I'm going to get this guy. I'm going to get this guy. Fuck you guys. And this is what Kevin Durant's doing. He's basically saying, giving the league a big middle finger, like, fuck you. We're going to build our own team. Since y'all let this bum do it for like 6, 7, 8 years, 10 years almost. I say 11 to 12 years. For 11 to 12 years, you guys have been letting this guy stack his teams. He couldn't win in Cleveland because he ain't had the balls to do it. If he would have stayed in Cleveland, they could have won the next few years. You have to, everybody goes through that where they're close and they lose. Kobe got back to the finals, he lost. So you know what he did? He worked out. He got his teammates right. He showed the gold medal in Pau Gasol's face and told him, I need you to feel that way when you lost the title. When we beat you in the title game, I want you to have that feeling every time we're playing. He put a fire under Pau when Pau was balling out that season. Kobe did that. But yet you got this guy who could jump ship everywhere and he's good to go. But then y'all blast Kevin Durant when he does it. It's like, man, you can't do that. It's like that saying, never swing. If somebody hits you first, never swing back on the football field. Because the second guy is always going to be the one to get in trouble. And that's how it is with Kevin Durant. So Kevin Durant, like, F it. I'm stacking my team and we finna blow these niggas. We finna blow these niggas out. We finna win the championship and we finna go celebrate. He don't care no more. Kevin Durant doesn't care anymore about any of these people because he knows these people are fake. And now we see, now we see he was right about Westbrook. You a ussy, and he is. I ain't gonna say ussy because I love pussy. That boy there's a straight B.I.H. A B.I.H. B.I.H. Who that be? That's Westbrook B.I.H. Who that be? Westbrook B.I.H. Who that be? Westbrook B.I.H. That's who it is. That motherfucker there, dog, it's like, bro, it's like you would come out the closet now, you fruity ass nigga. Crazy, bro. But this how it is. This how they want the league. This is how they want all of us to act. This is the way they're trying to steer us. They're trying to steer us into man, I gotta get some more. No, matter of fact, I got some more. They're trying to steer us into the wrong direction, which they've been doing for years. In millennia, they've been doing this stuff. People are just now finally waking the fuck up. It's crazy. But the thing is, they're trying to tear Brooklyn up from the inside. They're trying to cause a lot of confusion and a lot of stuff within the locker room. But guess what? It's not going to work. KD know you guys are sucking off LeBrownies. He know it. He know it. You guys got him in the back pocket. And that's the thing. KD don't like LeBron at all because he knows he's better than LeBron. He's always been better, and he knows it. That's why he had to get on the team to get to the championship so he could show you guys on the grand stage. And then we had to show you film of OKC to show you that Kevin Durant's always been that guy. He's just never had the best teams. And then everybody talking about, well, Russ was the number 2. Why he couldn't win with Russ? He couldn't win with Russ because Russ don't listen, for one. And then in the clutch, Russ come up short. Nobody likes to bring Russ up in anything because they just want to blame KD. When it's like, dog, Russ was there too. What the hell did he do? They lost as a team. Kevin Durant went to the Warriors because they lost. He knew he was the missing piece because if Kevin Durant would have been there, they would have beat the Cavs. Harrison Barnes choked. People forget Harrison Barnes choked down the stretch. If the Warriors would have won, all Harrison Barnes had to do was hit a few shots. If he'd have hit a few shots, the series would have been over. They'd have won it. But Harrison Barnes isn't that type of player. He's hot and cold. Like, if he's hot, he'll get going. But when he's cold, it's like, damn. Crazy. But yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit. I'm about to go live once I get home. So, just wanted to fill you guys in on it. What's going on? It's the same old, nothing new. I got to see finally, I know I'm late. I got to see into the Spideyverse with Miles Morales and all the other Spider-Mans, and I give that movie 4 stars out of 4. It was a great movie. It had heart. It was fun. I didn't like the tone, how they were trying to get Miles and the white girl to be together. It's like, come on, man, stop with this undertone to try to promote black and white. And basically, he was actually was Black Rican. His mom, I think, was Puerto Rican and his dad black. So, he knows Spanish and he knows English. But it was a great movie. I love the pace. I love how they killed Peter Parker off, which was good because you had to open it up from Miles Morales. And I think in the comic book, Peter, takes a break. I'm not sure. I don't think he dies in the comic. He might have. But having Gwen Stacy play one of the Spider-Mans from an alternate universe, that was amazing. And now with this, we definitely know this is probably going to be like how the movie Far From Home is going to be. Not Far From Home, it's Multiverse of Madness, whatever it's called, the multiverse thing. That's how it's going to be. it is, man. And then it was funny, they had Porky. They had Porky Pig in there being one of the Spider-Mans. That shit was hilarious. And then they had the anime Spider-Man, like the one chick and the machine was Spider-Man. You had the Spider-Man from the old mystery comics who basically always speaking in third person or is narrating his own story. You had Peter B. Parker, basically an alternate universe. Aunt May passes away and he loses MJ because she wanted to have kids and he didn't, because he was afraid to have kids. But when he got back, he went over there to bring flowers, and he's gonna talk to her, because I think, like he said, like when he got to see her in the other universe, because in that universe Miles is in, Peter dies, he got killed. So Mary J was there, and he was just he was just struck by it. So when he went back to his own alternate universe, he basically went right to her with the flowers. And having the Kingpin was this is how the Kingpin should always be. Loved the character, loved how they put him in situations. It was great. So I liked it, man. It was on point. The dad was real overprotective, and the dad was basically trying to force him to go to school to get his education. And, he wanted to be like his uncle. Miles wanted to be like his uncle. He thought his dad was, uncool, him being the cops. And, when we black, man, and we see you as a cop, it's like, oh, man, I don't know. Because we're not sure your motives. Because we feel like you're two-faced, because that's why you're a cop. Because you'll be smiling in our face, but behind our backs, you're doing something you're not supposed to. So you gotta find. So that's basically how I went on that movie. Miles Morales' suit, his suit destroys everybody's suit on there. Gwen Stacy had a clean suit too. She looked like Moonlight or Moonwalk. I forgot his name. Moonlight or something. Moon. She looked just like that. That's who I thought it was at first, and then I saw the web come out her hand. I'm like, oh, okay. Great movie, man. Loved it. Basically, he got his his powers fully when danger was starting to approach. Peter Parker from the other universe basically was like, talking to him, but really wasn't talkative. Gotta look at it for what it is. 4 stars out of 4. We are going live tonight. So I will see y'all soon. Thank you for listening. Like, comment, subscribe, share this. Hit the notification bell to select all to receive upcoming notifications. And if you love what you hear, you can donate to the page by Cash Apping me at the word welcome, the number 2, and then HDIITV. Thank you all for listening, and I'll see you later. We out. Deezy.